America 4471, roger, winds 1007, runway 47 takeoff, traffic 8 miles per hour.
0, runway 47 takeoff, America 4471.
Denver 5502, connect departure, good flight. Ready to go right out?
Yes, sir. America 431.
4384, taxi up to Old Shore, out runway. Actually, no, runway 4, line of the way.
4 line way, America 431.
Jet 459 tower for you, still short of the island, full line.
Short of the island,
And thank you. Aircraft 4384, traffic on a 4 mile final, wind 0807, runway 47 takeoff.
47 takeoff, America 4031.
Target 1609, one more departure, priority arrival, they're taking the runway now, wind is 0807, runway 4, clear away.
4 clear away, 622.
Brickyard 4471, Bronx Pine, time of departure today.
Departure today.
We got 4384 on the Pelham Climb, contact departure, great flight.
Pelham Climb over departure. You have a good day, Rick Airport.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Welcome to another LaGuardia session. There we go.
American 1609 all the way up runway 13.
All right. Good morning, everyone, or almost good afternoon to some of you. We went back to LaGuardia. We were planning for JFK today, but JFK is doing JFK things, so they operate from runway 31, which makes it under current conditions, unfortunately, impossible. So we are back to LaGuardia, and guess what? LaGuardia's runways 3113 are closed for the entire day. This means we will have runway 4 takeoffs and landings, and later on, most likely, runway 22 takeoffs and landings. Absolutely fantastic. I think that is great news, and I would say, without further ado, let's go back to the jets. we have Captain Ben in the house. Hello to you. Just checking if the sound is okay, but I think the sound should be okay. So very rare runway configuration today. It's pretty rare actually that here in LaGuardia they take off and land on the same runway because of a NODEM that runway 31 and runway 13 is closed for the entire day. Alright. Good morning, good afternoon, almost good evening, Captain Ben. Hello to you. He's sending greetings from Wiesbaden, Germany. Very nice, very nice. And we have Taxiway Lima in the house. Hello to you. Must be a lot of closures currently to runways due to all the tire incidents the nation over, right? Yeah. Well, the plan was actually JFK today, but they prefer to use the 3-1s because actually we only have winds at JFK. Last time I checked was 350 degrees, and they are holding on to the 3-1s at JFK. If they don't have like dead-on northeastern winds, right? Like let's say 20, 30, 40, 50 degrees. That's the wind. And that was in the forecast. Well, actually, when I checked it, so that's a little bit unfortunate because I really miss JFK and I would like to go back, but this is not up to us. We just have to make the best out of it. In this case, welcome back to LaGuardia. All right, who do we have in the house? Let me go all the way up here. We have Walk the Dogs. Welcome, our moderator here, our local crazy world occupant, excited for JFK. So sorry to disappoint you on that one. We had to switch to LaGuardia. We have Zach saying hi, watching from Canada. Greetings to beautiful Canada, Zach. We have Yin saying hello. Hi, Yin. Welcome, welcome. We have Little Red. Hello to you. We have K-Row saying, my parents lived right across from LaGuardia, and even though I was 2 when we moved, I still remember this noise. Well, for some it's noise, for some it's music. I would consider it's music. There comes Frontier. They're going the other way. They're coming down here from the left-hand side, that passing the former Spirit Airlines terminals. With a beautiful, beautiful livery. I have to keep a little bit of an eye on, especially for these runway 4 landings, but we are basically almost underneath the aircraft, so it's a little bit hard to pen, at least for me. I'm not used to penning that super quick, that super fast, so it is what it is. Next takeoff, Delta 737. There we go. I can't wait later on. Most likely there will be a runway change because the wind is going to turn into southern-southwestern direction. That means runway 22 operations when we have takeoffs and landings on runway 22. This will be amazing. We are a little bit early, so but I didn't want to miss that opportunity. Also show you guys runway 4 landings, because that's for us something, I would say it's rather unusual for us here, because when we have runway 4 takeoffs, that usually means here in LaGuardia that we go to JFK. And we have here Frontier coming up with their 320 Neo. Look at this beauty here. Currently no landings. This is Frontier Flight 2431 heading to Orlando, Florida on an 8-year-old A320 Neo. Sorry for the cars and for the noise here on Grand Central Parkway. And we also have Rosa in the house. Rosa, hello to you. And we have Andy saying, well, I'm here, said it best. Welcome, Andy. Thank you for tuning in and for helping out a little bit. We have Matt Baker saying hello from the UK. Hey, Matt. Hello to you. We have Choka Locas saying good morning. Hope you're doing well. Yes, we're doing fantastic. We went live a little bit early. And we have Patrick saying good morning from Florida. Good morning, Patrick. Greetings to sunny Florida. Crazy World Occupant saying hello to you. Good morning. And it's a beautiful sunny day here in New York. The air is super dry. No clouds currently in the sky. That usually indicates a dry air. We're about 78, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Absolutely ideal conditions to get a good day of plane spotting in here. We have Leslie Lady Hawk saying, hey y'all. Hey Leslie. Good morning. And we have Wurstbrot Inferno. What the name? Buenos dias from Berlin, Germany. Hello, Wurstbrot Inferno. We have Complicity Gaming saying subscribe. Yes. Hello to you. Welcome in. Alrighty. There we go. Let me see what's going on here. We have a landing coming in. American Eagle from Portland. That's Portland, Maine, on an Embraer 170 SE. There we go. Runway 4 landings and takeoffs, very rare. We don't have this very often. Yeah, Rosa, the Arsenal Emirates 380 is on the way to JFK. I saw it last night when I was checking. I actually had Flight Radar on my computer, on my laptop running to observe possible runway changes, but they are steady with runway 31 over at JFK from yesterday late evening. And I thought, well, usually the forecast is winds like 360. We have 360 winds here at JFK. But it's 70, what is it saying currently? 70, winds from 70, that would be northeastern winds here. But JFK is doing his own thing. That's a little bit of a problem. JFK is doing its own thing. That's a little bit unfortunate. We have Stuart saying good morning, watching from Adelaide, Australia. That's fantastic. Good morning, Stuart. And the next landing coming in, American Eagle. Robbie Batista saying hello from Mexico. Hi, Robbie. Welcome in. And our next takeoff is Delta Flight 2564, service to another flight to Orlando, Florida. So crazy, just a few yards down here where I parked my car, you mostly hear the planes taking off, like the engine noise. Here at this position, it is mostly the Grand Central Parkway. Even I park right next to the parkway.
The 2564 connect partial complete. 5064 tower, you up and with me? 54 wind.
And Andy's saying, suspect, there's going to be a lot of turn and burn takeoffs today. I think so too, Andy. Either direction, I think so too. It's very rare that they take off and land on the same runway.
Right on runway 13, and then contact ground, look at it.
Right now 13 over here.
And we have Blooper Reel say hello from Andover in New Jersey. Hello, greetings going over the Hudson River to New Jersey. Our next landing is an Endeavor Flight 5064, service from Richmond, Virginia, a ZRJ 900.
Deputy 172 tower, roger, continue traffic departs, party arrival. Program 4349 tower, runway 4 line up away, traffic on a 9 mile call.
Runway 4 line up away, bridge here, 4349.
Turn right up to runway 13, contact ground.
And we have Tammy Lynn. Hello, Tammy. Good morning.
We got 4349 traffic, 5 mile funnel, wind 0909er. Runway 4, clip takeoff. South Mountain, Sub 2240 tower, you said ready, then you ready to go? Sub 2240, good time.
I think today everyone is live. All possible live streamers might be live, so it's a struggle today, but that's okay. That is okay. Give us a like early. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't so far. If and weather, hello and good morning.
Del 2240 traffic 4 mile funnel, wind 0909er, runway 46 takeoff on Elmfront.
That should be a rolling takeoff here.
4349.
Yeah, 4 miles final. That's a rolling takeoff.
There 5172, wind 1009er, runway 4 middle end.
Captain Ben, when you're currently in Wiesbaden, where is your final destination? It's not Wiesbaden, that's for sure. Turn and burn, Andy. Yes, it is. Absolutely. All right, we have our next inbounds coming in. That's another CRJ 900 from Oklahoma City. Endeavour flight 5172 in just a few seconds. This thing is coming in. Hello Mick, hello to you. Good morning. Greetings over to Manhattan.
Southwest 3204, LaGuardia Tower, runway 4 line of wait. Runway 4, Southwest
5 days down. Oh, okay. Who knows? Oh, okay, got it. Stand by. There we go.
There 5172, tag, it needs to be 13 intersection 4 uniform.
Let's see.
5132, turn right onto runway 13 in contact ground. Have a good day.
I think we're in YouTube jail at the moment. They're not playing us out at all. And we have Ethiopian Airline flying above us with a 350-1000. Wow, from Washington to Addis Ababa.
3204, wind 090
Not sure if we can see them.
Runway 4, take off. Check out runway 4, Southwest 3204. 5094, LaGuardia Tower, runway 4 line.
Oh, there it is. All the way up there. Ethiopian Airlines. And here we have Southwest, the 737 MAX 8.
Tower, United 1143, Island 4. Inbound for runway 4, what's the full time? 1143 Tower, continue inbound, traffic will hold in position, depart Guardia Airport, expect landing planes closer in. Inbound, United 1143.
Let's see when the wind will change towards southwestern direction.
There 5094, wind 0809, runway 46.
I think that's a better position when they come in and take off from runway 22. I think that's pretty amazing.
3204, Bronx climb, contact departure, see you later. Bronx climb, departure 3204. Good day.
How's the sound? Is everything good? I hear a lot of road noise on my headset, but I need to pull up the ambience noise a little bit more because I think YouTube filters it out a little bit. So let me know. And we have Lowlander. Hello to you. Good afternoon to you, Lowlander. I hope you're doing better.
They're 5531 Tower, you all 10 ready? All 10 ready, yeah. 5531, traffic on 8, final funnel, wind 007, runway 4, good pickup. Lights are clear for me. 75094, contact departure on the call sign.
You want to be funny? Our next inbound
Yeah, 1143, one more departure off of 4, Cardi
is
Rob.
currently 3 minutes out.
Runway now, wind 0907,
That is
runway 4,
United
good
from
line.
Houston with a max 8. That's a BMW. Sounds pretty broken. Yeah, YouTube put the brakes on us for some reason. Smash that like button, folks. Thank you so much, Arlen. Yeah, YouTube put the brakes on us. That's very unfortunate. So hit that like button bright and early, please. That helps the algorithm a little bit to play us out. Alright, next inbound is United 737. Max 8 coming from Houston. Tom Trotte, hi Tom.
You're at the 360 Guardia Tower taxi up to the Bravo 4, hold back, runway 4.
Alright, hold course, going to the Bravo 4.
That 1143 right turn on runway 13, contact ground 27.
Right turn on runway 13 and ground 27, United 140.
Breaker, people all over now.
Breaker, Houston from the Guardia Tower, continue on runway 4, turn crosswind right.
Continue on
Delta 90, runway 4, wind 0907, good takeoff.
Alrighty.
Clear forward takeoff.
YouTube is still helping us at the moment. So I think we have to start doing things earlier than expected. Because I cannot rely here on LaGuardia. That does not make much sense. Especially with the AI stream going on here. I think that affects everything quite a lot here.
American 36, runway 4, wind 0906, good takeoff, that's 5 up. Taking up runway 4.
I think they're gonna spill the beans today. What we gonna do? What about that? Do you guys want to hear what we gonna do? I was actually planning to do it once we hit 20,000 and subscribers that this will be then an early celebration, because it looks like we can't rely on LaGuardia. YouTube is not helping us here at all. So let me spill the beans then today, alright? In the stream, I'll let you know. So stay tuned, stay with us, and I'll let you know what we will do. It's bonkers. It is bonkers. I'm just not sure if I should start it right next week or in 2 weeks, most likely in 2 weeks, because it needs some preparation time. I cannot just say, all right, let's do it. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. But I think we have to do it. We cannot rely on LaGuardia. JFK is dead for us. On top of it, so I'll let you know. Stick to the stream. Tell people to come in, and we will let you know. Oh yeah, Andy, very good point, Andy. Very good point. Andy says, I think we should guess. I love that point. Perfect. What is it? Put it in the chat. What could it be? What could it be? No, we will not live stream from the Empire State Building. That is not possible. So that's a quick heads up. But what do you think? What do you think it could be? I am really excited to read what you think it would be. Is it what the dogs? Is it bigger than a bread box? It is huge! It might be the biggest deal of the universe. In the history of the world. And we have Matt Gordon saying, how's it going? It's going perfect, Matt. Thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. Put it in the chat. What do you think it could be? Does it crawl or sliver? Well, I might at some point. I might at some point when I'm running out of energy. Because whatever we do here is pretty crazy.
Guardia Tower, Southwest 1106, ILS runway 4.
Southwest 106 at Guardia Tower, runway 4, wind 0807, clear to land.
Runway 4, clear to land, Southwest 1106.
I had a guy that was standing right behind me, and I let him know that it's not a good idea when you stand right behind me, because I'm very sensitive, because, you know, it's New York. It is New York. All right, guys, hold on. I need to catch up with you. Give me 1 second. And I just need to make sure that people don't stand right behind me, because I had encounters here at the place where I am. It was especially in the evening hours where I didn't feel safe, let me say it that way. And Lowlander giving us 5 planes and friends memberships. Thank you so much, Lowlander. Much appreciated. I know you're currently healing, right? You're going through a difficult time at the moment, Lowlander. All the best for you from the Planes and Friends community. We wish you a speedy recovery. A speedy recovery. And thank you so much for your amazing support. Wicked Duck says, move to LA and start the 99th LAX stream. No, we were not gonna move to LA. We're not gonna move to LA. That's the cost of living there are even more insane than here on the East Coast in New York. No, I don't think we can afford that. Walk the dogs. Yes, you need a pit bull as a cycle. That would be good. Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Right turn uniform, Romeo.
Jesse, there you are. Yeah, there you are too, Jesse. Welcome, welcome. And Frenhead, hello to you. He's asking, is it in the US? Yes, it is in the US. We're gonna stay in the US. Jesse is LA, where they text the air you breathe. Yeah, same like Germany. It's the very same. Oh my goodness. I think the gas in LA is now more expensive than the gases in Germany, and that means a lot. That means a lot.
Recap 4347 ILS 4.
Recap 4347, LaGuardia Tower,
We
runway
have
4.
Mr. F saying,
wind 0,
good morning,
905,
everyone.
Land and, upon landing,
Let me see if
plan
I've
to
missed
exit
something.
on runway 13 or
I
pass.
think I don't have missed anything.
Clear to land, runway 4, plan to exit 13 or pass. Recap 4347.
What's your favorite amount of wings on a plane? Well, I don't know if you can have more than one. Well, you can have a double decker, like the Anton of 2, but I prefer the 2 wings. All right, Knox Dave, good afternoon from Denver. Hello to you. Good morning from New York. And Jesse, if you have missed it, I'm about to spill the beans. What we will do for our 20,000 subscribers anniversary, and Andy had a fantastic idea. Put it in the chat and guess what we gonna do. All right. And there we have Southwest 737. Because I think we cannot rely here on this LaGuardia stream, because yeah, it's not going well here. Invite some friends. I think Jens has a good past to live. Film Mr. I Hate Turtles at JFK. Oh man, Andy, I would love to go over to JFK, but even when you have like winds from the north, where you would have a better headwind component on the 4th than on the 3-1, JFK decides to stay on the 4th on the 3-1. So that is, it's a little bit what it is, but yeah. And Rosa is saying, live streaming from Emma. No, hold on. Rosa, it's a good point, but it isn't. But I seriously have considered that. I seriously did consider that in the past. And you know, you never know. Maybe it's going to happen as a surprise. You never know. But that's a really good point. And we have Johanna say, Jens, you're back again. Hurrah! Hey, Johanna, hello to you. And Captain Ben said, buy a piece of land on JFK Airport and set up a permanent spot. Oh my goodness, imagine Jens owning Bayswater, that one park. Oh, that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. It would solve all problems. It would solve all problems. Or that country club. The country club, I think, would be even better. But I think it's a golf club. So building like a 30-foot platform on that thing, that would be amazing. Delta repainting a 320 with a planes and France logo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I just know that. Alright. I just know that it doesn't make much sense at the moment to to stay at here in the New York area. What about that? Jens bought a blimp. You can only use it when there's like not much air, not much wind. And live streaming from a blimp. Oh my goodness. Captain Ben says in Tokyo Narita Airport they have a few properties right on the airport because the owners refused to. Oh really? On the airport? Wow. How do they get on and off the properties? That is crazy.
Recur 4630 LaGuardia Tower, runway 4, line up awake. When you get time position, and be ready to go. Traffic 4, half out.
Miami, here we come. Do you think it's Miami? Oh, through tunnels, really? Oh, wow. Now, I can give you a tip. It's not going to be Miami. Most likely not, because it's too hot and too humid. I can handle the heat, but I can't handle the humidity.
Continue advance, JetBlue 30.
But you're thinking into the right direction.
Good day, so it's 269.
We have Matt Simon saying hello, Jens. Walk the dogs. It's 140 degrees in Miami.
Wind 0905, clear for takeoff.
All right.
Recur 4783, runway 4, wind 1005.
After this plane, I gotta tell you what's gonna happen. Screw it.
Alright, runway 4, clear to land. We'll plan on turning on 13 with Jet 4783. And JetBlue 31, LaGuardia Tower, runway 4, wind 1005, clear to land. Upon landing, plan to exit runway 13 or past that. Clear to land, runway 4, JetBlue 30.
Thanks, Andy. Perfect. Perfect. Alrighty. Are you ready? Let me put the head down. Let me silence a little bit the channels. So, are you ready? It doesn't matter. I thought let's do it once we hit 20,000, but unfortunately, it is here in New York currently. Live streaming is not just a challenge; it is a big hurdle, and it is a problem. And I did always promise you in the past I will take the show on the road, and I keep my promises. I keep my word. What we will do is, it's ridiculous. We're going to do something that is not just a one show somewhere. We're going to do something that's not just one destination. You all come with me. I only have a pickup, but I might have to get a big school bus for all of you. You all come with me, and we will tour the entire United States. That's what we're gonna do. We might start in Boston. And from Boston, we're heading west. We're heading west. We stop at numerous airports. We might stop at a museum and do a live stream from a museum. We will stop at numerous airports and do a live stream from wherever the next destination will be. All right? I will not forecast where we will go. The thumbnail for the next shows will only be a white question mark sitting on a black background. And we will take this show on a several weeks journey, and we drive. We don't fly. We drive. And we're gonna stay a little bit in the Los Angeles area, because it's a matter of fact, LAX is the airport with the most variety of airlines, especially the day over. You can stream there from several locations, a day, at night, 24/7. It doesn't matter, but we will not stay only at LAX. We go to San Francisco. We might go to San Diego. We might go to Burbank. We will be on the road for several weeks, and you all come with me, and we're gonna have a phenomenal time and celebrate 20,000 subscribers in style. All right? You will not know where we will be next, but we will tour the country by car and not by plane. It makes it so much easier, especially with the batteries. Especially, I have a lot of equipment. I don't want to put this equipment on planes. It is such a hassle, and then you have to rent cars and stuff like that. We're gonna do it by car. A road trip, a several weeks long road trip. We're gonna tour the United States. All right, by car. I might be the first streamer that drives East Coast to West Coast and is doing live streams across the way. Let's see what airports will work with me, what airports make sense. Maybe we go live for just a half an hour somewhere, because there's an airport that still, let's say, hosts 727s or Mad Dogs. You never know. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the show on the road, as always, as I have always promised this to you, and see what other airports in other states, in other time zones here in the US has to offer. I was thinking about going to Canada as well, but this is too much of a drive. Then I mean, we're gonna be away for at least 2 to 3 weeks. We're gonna be away, but we will have a lot of fun. That's for sure. We will have a lot of fun. Now, I need a little bit time to prepare, so give me approximately like 2 weeks until we can really take off. It takes prep. I need preparation to do it, and I've already started to do it, but there is a little bit more of a paperwork involved on some things, and it could also happen in the middle. Let's say we're gonna stop in Chicago or so, and I get a call because you guys all know that I have to fly back to Germany to sign something off because my father passed at the beginning of the year, and I need to sign something off, which I need to go. So it could be that I just leave my car, fly to Germany, sign something off, fly back, and continue. It could all happen. It could all happen. So it's going to be interesting. We will move away from New York a little bit and do whatever we can do and have a lot of fun. All right? Now you know. With this, I would say back to the planes. Give me about 2 weeks to make it happen. There's a strange smell here. It smells like a car's on fire, but you never know. It's New York. It's New York. All right, we just had a -8 landing here on runway 4. And feel free to like the stream, subscribe to the stream so we can go faster to the 20,000. That was the actual goal. And maybe YouTube plays us out a little bit more. And there are multiple ideas. Loading that just says Minneapolis and Louisville, Kentucky, Chicago. You never know. You never know. Maybe all of this. But you will not know where we go next. All right, next landing here on runway 4. SFO is very likely. Vegas, I'm not sure will he heat. Denver, and I don't know if you can live stream from Denver. So, I mean, you can send me on Facebook and on Instagram. I have verified channels with a blue hook. You can send me if you have some experience of airports along the way. Send it over. I think Instagram works a little bit better. Send it over to Planes and Friends on Instagram, but also on Facebook. If you have knowledge about airports on the way and you know that it's secure, that you can live stream from there, and we might make it happen. And he's saying there are over 80 international airports in the US. Yes, the question is just where is it possible to live stream, right? Chicago is a big headache. For instance, O'Hare. The one spot that I really love is not accessible for live streamers anymore. I know there's a different one, but let's see, it's not, not every airport is live streamer friendly, so that's why it takes a little bit of a planning too.
American 5, runway 4 with 0903, clear to land. Same thing for you upon landing, plan to exit on runway 13 or past.
Sorry, we're clear to land runway 4. We'll expect to take off exit on 13 or past. They're fine.
And I think it's gonna turn also into a little bit of a semi-meet and greet, to be honest, because that's a great opportunity to get to know a lot of you in person when you come up, when we say hello. I'm looking forward to that actually, really, and to have a chat. I have a second pair of headsets with me, what I can plug in, and I think it's a good opportunity to also to connect to all of you on a more personal level. So you have a face to the name. That would be fantastic.
Regard to 1055, right turn runway 13, ground point up.
3 ground points up, brickyard.
Next inbound is an American Airlines 737-800 coming in from Miami on runway 4. From P1, hello to you. Yabba dabba doo, a live stream for you. New York, a city so nice, they named it twice. Welcome.
Wind 0804.
All very good destinations. So reach out to me via Instagram, and we can talk. If you know specific positions that are in an airport that is live streaming friendly, I know a few on the West Coast, of course, the big ones, but everything in between, basically the Midwest, I'm not so familiar, and I would love to do a few streams from the airports in the Midwest.
Tower, Brickyard 4401. Brickyard 4401, LaGuardia Tower, continue inbound for runway 4, there may be departure price route.
That's a good one. Channel branded hats like the one you wear. I hate that one. I hate that one. But it's the only hat that gives me some sun protection. Actually, that hat is really good to avoid getting a sunburn. But I don't like wearing that hat at all.
Airport 667, LaGuardia Tower, continue inbound for runway 4, departure price route.
Andy, what's the car ferry like to Honolulu? Imagine that one. My goodness. With a flippin' New Jersey plate, you show up in Honolulu. Oh my goodness, that would be amazing. How cool is that? JFK, they still have the 3-1s open, so. Alright, next inbound, 737 Delta.
Delta 69, runway 4, amount of wake, good time position, be ready to go, traffic is 4.
There we go. Kevin, welcome back. How about a planes and beach shirt or hat? The bling king. Captain Ben wanna bling out his 747, so Kevin, why not? That is so cool. You never know. I think I need appropriate gear, right?
The 390 right turn uniform, Romeo ground.
Delta 69, runway 4, with 093, clear for takeoff, traffic 2 up.
Delta 104, Delta 8.
Brickyard 4401, runway 4, with 093, clear to land upon landing, plan to exit on runway 13 or pad.
Runway 4, clear to land.
Karen Munson is in the house. Hey Karen, good morning to you. Almost afternoon. Front ahead says, that will be a fun adventure. Oh yeah, I think so too. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Captain Ben says, time for a quick dinner. Guten. And the next inbound, another 170.
Delta 69, contact Park 6.
Average 3128, 4.
Brickyard 788, LaGuardia Tower, runway 4, amount of wake, good time position, and be ready to go, traffic 4 up.
4 miles, Brickyard 778.
American 3128, LaGuardia Tower, continue inbound for runway 4.
Continue inbound for runway 4, next 3128.
would be great. That would be great. If you can send me a few informations, that would be fantastic.
Brigade 4401, right turn, runway 13.
Jens loves cargo.
Right turn 13, roughly now, Brigade 4401.
Jens loves cargo more than he loves passenger planes, so that would be great.
Brigade 5788, runway 4, wind calm, clear for takeoff, traffic 2.5. Alright, or clear for takeoff, Brigade 5788.
Well, we have the Embraer 295 from Porter coming up here.
Endeavour 4667, runway 4, wind calm, clear to land. Upon landing, plan to exit on runway 13 or past.
Back to the land, forward land.
American 3128, runway 4, wind calm, clear to land. Upon landing, plan to exit on runway 13 or past that.
Clear land runway 4. Good, American 31.
Jesse, I would buy a t-shirt. Let's see, let's come up with something. I'm really considering getting specific shirts for that. Maybe a hoodie as well. Maybe on the return drive. Temperatures might require a hoodie, at least a hoodie, if not a jacket. Because we're going to be out on the roads for at least 2, if not 3 weeks. And we will return for sure in fall time here in New York. Imagine that, wow. It doesn't solve the problem what we currently have with JFK, but at least it brings us back where we can control the situation. All right, our next inbound is another 737 coming in from Chicago O'Hare. There we go. American Airlines, flight 3128.
Delta 2396, LaGuardia Tower, runway 4, line boy. Runway 4, line boy. American 3128, right turn uniform on Romeo. Contact ground point up.
Uniform, right, Romeo, ground 1 American 31.
Thank you so much for 150 likes so far.
Delta 2396, runway 4, wind calm, clear for takeoff, traffic is 11 out.
Runway 4, clear for takeoff, traffic 23.
Order 1606, LaGuardia Tower, runway 4, away, traffic 11 out.
Runway 4, always, what are the there?
Tower, United 669 with you, runway 4.
At 669, LaGuardia Tower, continue inbound for runway 4, traffic park spread route.
United 669.
comes Porter. I love the 295. Look at that one. I think it's a great looking aircraft.
Porter 1606, runway 4, 1203, clear for takeoff, traffic is accepted.
Runway 4 take off and copy traffic for the 1606.
Recure 4605, before you start ready for departure.
We're ready,
Recure 4605, traffic 5 out, runway 4, left wing.
5 1, runway recure.
Delta 2396, contact departure 6, departure is
front ahead. Well, you know, it's like sometimes like JFK, believe it or not, especially between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock on a Saturday is the worst time at JFK. Especially when you're dependent on runway 31 left departures. You might have times where several minutes, nothing going on there, zero. So you're used to that. JFK is not that busy because you have two major airports around JFK, and we had that. We had that conversation not too long ago, and I looked up the numbers. Right, the problem of JFK is LaGuardia and Newark. It has pros and cons, and it gives you more variety, of course. But the thing is, in terms of passengers, LaGuardia is incredibly heavy. They have about 40 million in 2025. They had about 40 million passengers. An airport like LaGuardia, it's basically a city airport. It's sitting right in the heart of Queens. And imagine that traffic would be over in JFK, and then you have Newark that also have a significant amount. Let me just pull up the numbers. It's really interesting numbers. I was doing some research about these. So in 2025, let me pull this up for you. In 2025, JFK had 62.6 million passengers. That is sick. Newark had 47 million passengers, and LaGuardia, no, not 40 million. Newark had 47 million, and LaGuardia had 32.7, almost 32.8 million passengers. All right, this is insane. Like just from the passengers that flying in and out daily of these three airports, that is ridiculous. Just a comparison, and now you understand a little bit why I love LAX so much. Los Angeles in 2025 had 73.7 million passengers. That's 11 million passengers more than JFK. 11 million passengers more than JFK. That also translates into more aircraft movements, into, in LAX case, into a wider, better diversity. That's why I love LAX so much, because there is no downtime. You can go to LAX during the day at any time. There's always action. Doesn't matter, you go on the north side, you go on the south side, there's always something going on. The same is with San Francisco, right? One viewer put out a statement, but there are 4 major airports around Los Angeles, and that's true, but I wouldn't consider them major airports, because these 4 altogether has less passengers per year than LaGuardia. They are under 30 million, all 4 together. So LAX draws a lot of attention for airlines, for passengers, And for me, LAX is one of the best airports to do not just plane spotting when you take pictures, especially for live streaming or for videos. You have such a broad selection. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Baba Lima, absolutely. Variety is the spice of life. It is true. It is true. It is simply. The West Coast is absolutely amazing. The West Coast is amazing for plane spotting, and in my opinion, way better than the East Coast. Way better than the East Coast. We have good times, especially at JFK. When it comes to like very special aircraft, we talk about the UN week. That's gonna happen soon, right? Usually like around the 20th of September. That might be in about 3 weeks. Christmas is also very good in New York with a lot of traffic, but it is, in terms of variety, not as good as the West Coast. Morning, Daniel. Daniel Diego. Hello to you. I know you're in the chat for a little bit. Just a little bit busy. Red Baron, great spot, bro. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro.
74970 runway 4 with 1303 clear to take off. Traffic is handoff. Clear to land. Upon landing, plan to exit on runway 13 or past.
Runway 4 clear to land. Plan to exit 13 or
And we have Ariane Lopez saying good morning from New Jersey. Greetings over across the Hudson River to New Jersey. Thank you so much, guys, for 159 likes. Much appreciated. Feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are on our journey to 20,000 subscribers. And now our next inbound here is a ZRJ 900 coming in from Charlotte. And they have a flight 5051. Got this up on my big screen now in the living room. My 4-year-old is loving this. Fantastic, fantastic. Glad you're enjoying it. Glad you have fun. Next inbound is that CRJ 900 from Charlotte in about roughly 60 seconds. Rikers in the background. Great hotel, right? Great hotel. That's one expensive real estate, I can tell you. Andy, it's a very small VC10, but it is a VC10. Almost. Almost. Jesse, food is wonderful. Well, you get 3 meals a day for free. Well, actually, we taxpayers, we sponsor this whole thing.
Guardia 45 to 6 runway 4, when 110 Airport, clear to take off, traffic is now 8 up. Guardia 4599, Guardia Tower runway 4, runway traffic is 7 off runway 4. Runway 4, line up wait for traffic 599. 7 back to Guardia Tower, continue inbound runway 4, traffic park right around. Thank you, sir.
It's going to be a short show today, just a heads up. Just a heads up. Next inbound, another 737 MAX 8 coming in from Nashville, Tennessee. Southwest Airlines flight 551. 3 years old. Currently about 60 seconds out. So this thing has to move now.
Runway 4, clear for takeoff for Guardia 4599.
Runway 4, when 1104 clear to land. Upon landing, plan to exit on runway 13 or pass.
Okay, clear to land and plan to 13 or pass.
Yeah, Andy, I thought so too, but the thing is, they are still like across the parkway, so it's quite a distance.
Brickyard 4390 ILS 4.
And they, a
4390,
lot of them, they have the sunscreen down on the left-hand side of the cockpit because of the sun, so a lot of times they don't even see me.
Brickyard 4599, contact Park 6.
Park 6, yesterday, 4599.
I think YouTube has a problem in playing out these live streams at the moment, at least on my end, because we have never streamed in the past 12 months in front of like 120 people after an hour and 20 minutes. That is, I mean, I read about an error message on YouTube side, in YouTube Studio. That's when you're a creator, you have access to YouTube Studio. And there's a message. Apparently, it also affects YouTube TV for whatever reason. So I'm not sure about that one, but it's very weird. We're streaming currently in front of like 127 viewers. Even at LaGuardia, we usually have between 400 and 500. At JFK, could be 600, 700. Our record at JFK was 1,300. That was the best, but it was last year. So not sure what's currently going on the YouTube side, but it's weird. That's why I hit that like button, and hopefully YouTube fixes that problem rather quick. Next inbound here, runway 4 is Republic Airways flight 4390 from Greenville, Spartanburg. In the back, I thought for a second that's Emma Rose, but it's not. Could be Crystal Cutler or whatever the name is, but it's not Emma. It's not Emma. Next inbound is Delta Flight 2737 from Charleston on a 22300 in just a few moments.
Brickyard 4390, right turn, runway 13, ground point 72.
Right turn 13 over to ground, Brickyard 4390, tip.
I'm sure it is a tugboat we saw last year at JFK. I'm pretty sure about it. It might be the one with that nasty diesel, that loud diesel. Yeah, Jesse, there was also an error message in terms of the chat, and I think there's currently something going on the YouTube side. That's why I don't plan to stay long today, because I don't allow them simply to play ads on my streams, and me basically suffering from it. I don't see that. It needs to be a mutual beneficial relationship, and it's a little bit one-sided today, so a little bit strange. I mean, in terms of ads, right, I turned them down in general to the lowest possible level, so you shouldn't see a lot of them. I'm not sure if I can turn them off or if I want to turn them off completely, because as creators, you know, this is basically our source of income, right? And we can make a little bit on the ads. It's not much. What YouTube is paying us on ads is not much, but at least it's something, you know, that is contributing to it. But I get it. If you see a lot of ads, you know, people move on and go somewhere else or watch something else. So it needs to be balanced. So I have it on the lowest level possible, and let's see. All right, next inbound is a 321. There we go. That is Delta Flight 1164 from Orlando, 7 years old. 321-200 in just a few seconds.
Picture flight 3454, LaGuardia Tower, continue inbound for runway 4, South Park, right around.
Rosa, yes, we do. We get a share of YouTube Premium viewers. And that's a great point, Rosa. I also have YouTube Premium. I have an account where I only watch YouTube, and I have an account here, Planes and Friends, where I only broadcast. And I think it's a great investment. I have the whole family on. I think it's $35 a month. The whole family is on, and you don't see ads, and that's really great. And we viewers, you know, we get a share of it. When you as a YouTube Premium viewer watch the streams, there's a separate reporting actually for it, and that's pretty cool. Mods don't have access to their data. No, I mean, I'm not sure if there's a way to do it, but I don't think it's really necessary. It's an own universe that YouTube algorithm and data and the whole thing. So it took me a while to get a grip on it, to get it, to understand it. So
flight 3454, runway 4, with a 1207 clear to land. Upon landing, land exit on runway 13 or past.
Roger, clear to land, runway 4, only taxi officer 13, uniform at the end.
next inbound is Frontier with another 320 Neo coming in from Atlanta. Beautiful Frontier, I love them. Even green is my least favorite color.
42 with me on the ILS 4.
Secure for 1042 LaGuardia Airport, continue bound for runway 4, traffic parts right around.
Continue with Captain 1042.
The Frontier, the next one that's coming in is, well, Flightradar says it's brand new, but it was delivered in February of 2026, so roughly half a year old. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes. That would be fantastic. At least we can get a good likes count. So leave us a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't so far. Let's go to 200. Huh? We can do that. I think it's possible. Alright, Frontier is coming up. Let's go over.
LaGuardia taxi. 1024 tower, I fly on wave ready, traffic 3.5 hours. 4 on the boy, we'll hurry position. That's good.
Well, Jesse, YouTube actually changed the view counts on August 24th. It was this week on Monday, and all video uploads and streams since Monday get a lot more views, double, sometimes triple as much views, because what YouTube did is that they count the first frame when somebody is either showing watching a preview or clicking the stream or the video for just a split second. It counts now as a view. Before August 24th, it was anywhere between 10 and 30 seconds you need to watch something before you had it counted as a view. This was called the engaged views. So there's still a reporting in the back that shows you the engaged view count and now the adjusted view count. YouTube said they want to do it because they want to have the same view count on shorts and on long form formats, long form videos and streams. So, you know, in the end, it's just, you know, it gives you more views, but the benefit of it is almost zero. It just looks better on paper. But I think there's currently, at least today, there's something going on because we have never streamed in front of 130 viewers. This is
Number 2,
very low.
runway 4.
Next inbound is American Airlines from Charlotte, 320.
Right on 1331, retard 5740.
742, 10 on 1331, contact ground point 7.
Southwest 71, retard 5742.
What the You make me crack up. Oh my goodness.
4334, what is tower number 3? Following a Falcon,
Oh,
4.5
God.
miles ahead, continue.
The flights at Nathan's. But they have good hot dogs. They have good hot dogs. Fantastic. All right, next one. 320. Alright guys, we're gonna do another half an hour, but then we're gonna call it. It looks like we have a business jet coming in now. That's fantastic. A Falcon, is it a Falcon 2000? Yes, a Falcon 2000 XLS EZ2. And Lutz is not in the house.
2033, turn right.
That's
on
crazy.
1331, having contact ground.
Falcon 2000 coming in.
1331. That was 4334, you're number 2 now, following Falcon, mile and a half final.
And we have behind that one,
Still land only
we
4
have Southwest coming in from St. Louis. To cool Andy. Oh my goodness, you guys are hilarious. We have a nice line of inbounds coming in on runway 4. There we go, Falcon 2000. Andy, you got elevated, promoted, I don't know. The whole 9 yards, Andy. The whole 9 yards.
Tower Air 5662, ILS runway 4.
303, turn left on Golf, left on Bravo, Bravo on contact ground.
Golf, left on.
Pick up 662, LaGuardia Tower, number 2, following 737, 4 miles ahead, wind calm, runway 4, clear to land.
4, clear to land, Air 5662.
Alright, next inbound is Southwest Airlines, 737 MAX 8, 3 years old.
Guardia Tower, number 2.
189, only 11 likes left
Embraer 6 miles ahead.
to 200, 190. Alright, 10 likes remaining. Thank you so much, by the way, for your support. Much appreciated. And our next inbound is Republic Airways Delta connection, 175 Embraer, an E-Jet Embraer 175 from Martha's Vineyard. That's also a quick hop. The Sabrettes, the Hotter cards, oh yeah, they are still everywhere, Jesse. They are everywhere. At every corner you find them. Now we have Jess, Air Canada Dash 8 coming over here. And we are waiting for the next landing here on runway 4. I think it's the first stream that we have where we broadcast runway 4 landings. I missed the dirty water docks. Dirty water, yeah. I don't know. All right, next inbound. Let's go.
535, Tower, you ready?
A Dashi is coming over, Karen. A Dashi. That is right.
Tower Gas 535 is short of the ILS runway.
Gas 535, runway 4, line of plate, traffic 4 miles final.
Runway 4, airborne weight, Gas 535.
Tower American 902, ILS runway 4.
Recognize 02 LaGuardia Tower, number 2, following a CRJ 3.5 miles final, continue.
You have the 2 American 902.
Regard 62, turn right, Dosh 1531, contact ground point 7.
Right on the runway and then ground point number again.
Gas 535, traffic just outside of 3 mile final, wind 110 at 3, runway 4, fix takeoff.
Clear to pick up runway 4, Gas 535.
4945, traffic dash 8 departing, wind 1103, runway 4, clear to land.
Jesse, usually we live streamers prefer the memberships. Nevertheless, YouTube or Google, they keep 30% of it, but that's okay. I'm okay with that because, you know, they process the credit cards and have quite some work in the background, some processing to do. So I'm okay with it. I don't fight it. That's why I don't have a PayPal. I don't have a PayPal account. I'm okay with it, but usually memberships are better. They might turn into something, you know, that might take several months. A super chat is the one and gone thing.
Runway 4, American 902.
Next inbound, American. It's a 321-200 coming in from Orlando, Florida.
Clear 4945, turn right on 1331, contact ground.
This buddy here, that's Delta Flight 1122, service to Detroit, 5-year-old A321-200s. The first 321 Neos are 6 years old, so this was a 321 that was built in parallel to the Neos.
4 miles ahead, and continue traffic to Park Radar.
Roger, continue runway 4. We've got the traffic ahead in sight. All for the departure traffic 0 on my.
likes left for 200. There we go. Great view, actually. Great perspective. I like it.
4 mile final,
Staten Island Mall. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Honorable jobs.
Recognize your 2 turn right on 13. Can't make 13, expedite that to uniform, please.
Okay, we'll take 13 right turn for American 902.
Jesse, the Costco hot dogs. Not a big fan of it. I don't like the bread too much.
Okay,
The
right
dogs
turn
itself,
here,
they're good, but the bread, I'm not a big fan of the bread.
22, Seneca 2 mile final, wind is 060 at 3. Runway 46 takeoff.
Talking about hot dogs today. My goodness.
Okay, 401 Mike. Traffic is a Airbus boarding.
Thank you so much for passing the 200 likes mark. Much appreciated. It looks like we have a Piper 34 coming in.
LaGuardia target alternate just 462 with you on the ILS 4 coming up on the
At 462 LaGuardia Tower, number 2, calling Seneca short final, continue traffic to the Park Party Road.
Understood, just 462.
At 1122, contact Porsche today.
Yep. There comes the Piper. A PA-34.
Air 5455, LaGuardia Tower, runway 4, line up weight, Embraer is 4 miles long.
Butter. Smooth landing. Jesse, thank you so much. Much appreciated for your loyalty. Thank you so much for your loyalty. Much appreciated.
Seneca 01 Mike, turn left on Delta and contact ground 121.6.
Good for keto, minus the bun. Yes, Steve, that's exactly right. The bun, I mean, yeah, I still eat the bun, but not a big fan of it. The beef dog itself is good. I like the beef dog. And it's only like, was it like $1.50? Hot dog and a soda? That's not too bad. Captain Ben, what did you miss? Nothing. It's LaGuardia. Well, a Falcon 2000, a Piper PA-34, but that's it. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Beef dog. Yeah, we're talking about the hot dog at Costco. It's a beef dog. Comparing it to the ones all over Manhattan. Next inbound, an Embraer 175 from Jazz Air Canada. There he comes.
Issue 4004 LaGuardia Tower, number 3, following CRJ 5.5 miles Lake City. There, 5254, runway 4 for the land, wind 050 at 3, your number 1.
Oh my goodness. In the hot dog line at Costco. Hey, you want to become a mod? Jesse, someone has to do it, right? Hilarious.
Right on 13 and contact ground.
fast, damn it! Speed limit, who cares, right? Alrighty, next inbound. Well, let me check the Piper real quick. That Piper that just landed, the two-prop, is flippin' 45 years old. My goodness. 1981. Jens was 11 years old in 1981. Holy guacamole, coming from New London. 45 years. That's one of the oldest aircrafts we have seen in a long time. It's a Piper Seneca 3.
Pick up 712 way tower number 2, following the Ember, 4.5 miles away. 54, turn right on runway 13, contact ground.
This one here, we talk about 1981, 45 years old. Wow. I wouldn't be surprised when this one is going to take off again. Just logging a landing and a takeoff at a New York airport. There's a YouTuber out there. He had something going on like, can I land at all three airports, all three New York airports in one day? And he made it actually. He got approval from all three airports, but I think it was a Monday, and on a Monday like between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock, where it's not so much going on over at JFK. Also, Newark is not so much going on during that time. So he landed there, and he first flew into JFK, then I think into LaGuardia, and then Newark. Jesse said, I was 7 in 1981. So we are only 4 years apart. Look at that. It's all because of the airport delays. Tom Cruise filming Mission Impossible 28. That guy was fast. Next inbound is a 175 coming in from Washington.
4442. LaGuardia Tower number 3, following company, 5 miles away.
Operated by Mesa Airlines. Wow, Mesa Airlines.
Pick up 712, runway 4 clear to land with 1003.
4 clear to land, pick up 712.
Shuttle 4004, turn right on runway 13 and contact ground.
Only 13, contact ground, Shuttle 404.
And we have a wifey in the house. Myros Craftings. Hello, love. Love is in the air. And if you don't know what to do tonight, Myros Craftings live at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Captain Ben is going to join as well. He wants to bling out his 747, so it's going to be amazing. 7 p.m. Eastern, Myros Craftings on YouTube. I'll be in the chat. Bye, Lowlander. Thank you so much for tuning in. Feel better soon. title spelling wrong. Okay. Well, they can be fixed easy. And there comes another E-Jet. See? Captain Ben never can have too much blink. The blink queen is in the stream, so never can have too much blink. Captain Ben, maybe it works out with me taking the stream on the roads. Maybe it works out in a destination somewhere in the US. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my VI gonna end in the next 10 minutes because YouTube has an issue. They don't play out the streams, and that's very, very annoying. It's a known issue. I read about it in the morning, but I'm not really happy about it. So that's gonna be a quick one today, and hopefully they fix this problem here. All right, next landing. Captain Ben, I'm very, very likely on tour mid of September. Very, very likely. So, because I cannot depend too much on New York at the moment with the situation in JFK going on. I checked the forecast for the next days. I mean, they're not really reliable, but at least an indication, and there's no northeastern wind in sight, so we'll figure something out. We will figure something out. That's for sure. And Jesse dropping 10 Planes and Friends memberships. My goodness, Jesse, thank you so much for your amazing support. And Wifey received a membership from Jesse. Jesse, great supporter to the channel. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing fantastic today, buddy. I think you're in Florida, right? So greetings going down to sunny and hot Florida. And congratulations to all the winners. Fantastic support. Thank you so much, Jesse. It was fantastic, Captain Ben. I really think back about this a lot, and the thumbnail was also great. We had a great time, and the viewers were asking quite a lot of questions, and I think you were there for about 2 hours. It was fantastic. It was really fantastic. I would be very happy if we could somehow make this happen again, maybe at a different airport, because JFK is unpredictable at the moment. We cannot plan a stream from JFK besides northeastern winds and runway 4 operations. So if that's not going to happen, then we might meet somewhere else. And that's why I take also the stream on the roads to broadcast from somewhere else. Also in LaGuardia, we have to stream against an AI camera from Flight Radar 24. Not that happy about it as well, but nothing what we can do. It's just the way how it is, so we have to find solutions. We have to find solutions, and that's exactly what we're doing. Next inbound, Republic Airways Flight 4546 from Charlottesville on an Embraer 175. J-Ro saying hello everybody. Hello J-Ro. Meet up at Linden Airport. Look at that. September once published. Captain Ben, alright, perfect. Just reach out to me and we'll figure something out. I don't want to wait too long anymore until I really start driving, because it affects the channel health if we can't go live very often. It's not good for the channel, and I don't wanna risk, the channel tanking. We had a long break at the beginning of the year for obvious reasons, out of my control. So we need to make sure that the channel is alive, that the fun is there. I think we always have some fun, but we need more streams, and we need to control the situation a little bit better. Only LaGuardia is not the solution. It's not. Jens needs some heavies. Captain Ben, what about doing a diversion instead of JFK? No, instead of Newark, coming into LaGuardia? Let me know. We had TriStars here in the 2000s, in the 90s. Delta TriStars here, so I'm sure you can land there and maybe take off empty. I'm sure it would work. That would be cool. Once in, never out. I think you can make it out completely empty to JFK. Just enough Jet A1 that makes you flying over. Don't you think? I think it should work. Maybe we can remove a few rows of seats to save some weight. Disassemble a galley or so. Oops. What is this guy doing? We could try a Blue Angels Fat Albert rocket assisted takeoff at JTO. Oh, that would be cool. This thing is a rocket. Saw it in Long Beach. I was in 2006, I think so, in Long Beach. Where they taped parts of Top Gun 1 at their naval base, the former home of the Blue Angels. Now it's Pensacola, Florida. Alright guys, that was the last plane of today. Alright, I don't even know if my mixer works. No, that is the complete wrong one. I need a new mixer as well. Alrighty, today is not a good day, but it is what it is. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in, at least a little bit, right? We had like 2 hours of plane spotting. Something is going on with YouTube, but I'm not streaming in front of like 140, 130 people. It's I think we are past that one. We are beyond that one. I'm gonna pack up and let's see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully they fixed the error, and like everything is all right hopefully by tomorrow. I also gonna work on that tour. All right, pinky promise. I'm gonna work on that tour to make things happen. And maybe Jens gets a big yellow school bus, and you all get into the school bus, and we drive cross country in a school bus. You never know. Don't come up with ideas. If you have some spare time tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, Myra's Craftings. She will be live. Wifey will be live from New Jersey with beats and bling. Don't miss Captain Ben blinging out his 747. And I'll keep you posted. Don't miss to sign up on our WhatsApp channel on the bottom left. It's the QR code. This is where you always know about what's going on, the latest and the greatest. It's a great source of information. It's completely free. I think we have 760 subscribers currently on the channel, so there's a lot of activity going on. Everything is secured. You don't see a phone number. It's all encrypted. But this is where I usually post updates, sometimes some news, aviation news. That's all in there. Feel free to sign up for it. Completely free. All what you need is WhatsApp on your phone, and that's it. All right. Then, thank you so much, guys. We're going to skip the music as well. And I'll keep you posted for a possible stream tomorrow. I know that in the evening hours, there is rain coming up. So I might do an earlier morning stream, and it really smells like fire a lot here. And what the heck is going on there? Car on fire? I don't know. All right, so tomorrow, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, Myra's Craftings, and I'll let you know what's going on. Thank you so much for tuning in. A big shout out to our moderators. First and foremost here, Walk the Dogs, our local here, our New York local, Andy, showing up here from, Andy, is it Scotland? I think it's Scotland, right? And then Lutz, I think he's vacationing in Italy. Well, that's a fantastic place to get some pizza and pasta and plane spotting. He was sending me some pictures in the morning. Completely chilling and relaxing at Milan Airport in, I think it was Malpensa. And fantastic airport for plane spotting. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I'll keep you posted. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.